Hello, Evan. How are you? My name is Raul Córdoba. I am studying of the group 3.1, the big activity. I dedicated a lot of time to it. In my activity, I explained different concepts used in class. For example, significant learning or education for scaffolding. My activity is an experience that I used in my practice of the master. The result was excellent. The students were very satisfied. I'm going to explain the presentation of my task to you, okay? I did a brief summary. Start. My didactic unit is destined to students of secondary education. The topic that I have chosen is the analysis of the news in English language press. I think that the students have to know their environment to then transform it. The activity intends to work on the critical spirit of the students. My inspiration is the critical pedagogics, always. During the task, we will develop different basic competences. For example, the linguistics competences, the competences of learning to learn, or social and civic competences, and so on. The basic competences are more developed in the written work. This unit is divided in 3 sessions of an hour of duration each. Now I'm going to explain the methodology to you. My target is that the students develop significant learning or education for scaffolding skills. It's important that the students interact with their partners to develop their autonomy and critical thought. The cooperative learning is fundamental. In my function as a teacher, I will create an agreeable atmosphere in the classroom. Also, I will control the organization of times, spaces and groups. I will explain these elements in a more specific way. Times. The organization of time depends on the activities and especially on the rhythm of the group. Spaces. The spaces have to increase and facilitate the participation of the students, the autonomy and the teamwork. And groups, the organization of the groups will be different according to the activities and the educational interactions that we used. We will work on cooperative learning all the time. This is very important. The material resource are a computer for every group of work. The computer will help the students to learn new concepts and to stimulate their creativity. Okay? Now I am going to continue with the development of the sessions. That activity has a duration of 3 sessions. Okay? During the course of the first session, I will ask the students to make different groups of 4 people each one, and later to split them into subgroups of 2 people each one. Next, the subgroups will choose news about actuality of the press in English, and they will compare them to the different press media that have opposite ideological positions. The students use the computers of the classroom. The target is that the students could debate their opinions and create new ideas. Also, it's necessary that the students choose the news which contents seem more interesting to them. This way, we increase their motivation. With this task, we also achieve that the pupils are capable of learning to learn. Finally, the second part of the first session will consist in debating this news with their partners. Now, we pass on the second session. In the course of the second session, we will ask the students which is their position concerning the news that they have read. Later, the students will join again the first groups of four people and begin a debate where they confront their different points of view. Okay? Let's remember that these groups have worked on the same news. The students will be working on the beginning of individualizations, since the activity is flexible and adapts itself to obtain the intentions of every participant. And on the other hand, the beginning of globalization, since it allows the participants to develop themselves in simultaneous forms: language, intelligence, capacity of social relations, etc. With this activity, at the same time, we are also creating a space of learning where the pupils are capable of understanding the reality of their environment. Now, they can construct, modify, or enrich, or transform the reality across a few new knowledge. Finally, in the third session, every group must explain the news that they have chosen to the rest of the class. Later, they explain the different conclusions of the debate. With this activity, we want to obtain two things. First, that the whole class is informed about the different news about actuality, because it is an exhaustive revision throughout the press. And second, the students shared with the rest of partners a critical thought with the discussion and the debate about this news. To conclude, it is necessary that every group make an evaluation. The evaluation values the times, the spaces, the materials, and the acquired knowledge. This is very important part to know the learning process of the students. In summary, with this didactic unit, our purpose is that the students participate actively in their own learning. The role of the teacher is to become the guide of the students so that they can develop their competences and their capacities to the maximum. This activity, therefore, has the mission to create a space where the pupil can understand the reality and transform it. Okay, it's the moment to finish this presentation. I have enjoyed very much your class. You are a great teacher, Eva. Thanks a lot. I wish you a happy new year. See you.